I'm joined by K's first team coach Mark Hams after this evening's 2-1 win against Margate. Mark, it was something of an inspired substitution, bringing on Alan Tate, wasn't it? 1-0 down, 2 assists, and we go on and win the game.
Yeah, Amy just let us know about it as well. But fair play to him, that's what you do, that's how you answer management, isn't it? Just if you're going to leave me out, or you, to be fair, he's worked so hard to get back in the squad. He's had a nasty injury earlier on in the season, and that's what you do, innit? Yeah, but the idea of bringing him on was to give Bobby, the obvious thing was to give Bobby help up top, and shuffled a few things around to get more bodies through the central areas when we were on the ball, and that's where we've nicked our 2 goals from, through central areas. So yeah, it's nice to make a personnel change and win a game, but it's also nice when you like make a change of shape and you win a game as well.
We left it late today to get the winner. It's the first time we've won since being behind for quite a while as well. That must please you as the management team.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I've just said there to the chap over there that I know what Dowse is like, because he was a defender himself and made a career out of being a defender. It would be suicidal that we've conceded tonight, but yeah, it's nice to win a game, and like you say, yeah, we must be showing some form of spirit to come from behind, because I was standing over there actually with 5 minutes to go, or just after we scored the second, thinking, you know, a few weeks back that we probably would have just gone on to concede 2 or 3 there. So yeah, loads of positives, loads of things to be happy about.
Even after the equaliser, it wasn't all plain sailing though, was it? They had a couple of one-on-ones. Rob Tolfrey made a save and they missed a couple of chances.
Yeah, exactly. We did. I mean, on the flip side of the positives of going with extra bodies through the middle, what we did find was that the 3 that were then playing nice and tight in front of Hucks were gambling on at the same time. And although you do have the security of Huckle being back there in front of the back 2 centre halves, we did find ourselves quite exposed. So yeah, you're right. But you know, how many times have we been on top in games and come away with nothing? So we had a bit of luck, really, haven't we? Like with Aaron's on Saturday, Aaron's deflected shot on Saturday, and that lad really should have scored down there, where he's chipped it over the bar from about 5 yards. So might just be nicking a bit of luck that we haven't had somewhere along in the season.
And the midfield unit, I thought, performed particularly well this evening. Matt Patterson, Ryan Woods, Sam Clayton, with Hucks just in front of the back 4. I thought they all had a very good game.
Yeah, I thought Pato improved when he went into the centre of the park, because his strengths are passing, really, and a lot of the time asking him to get up and down a wing to act as the 2nd or 3rd front man when we're on the ball can be a lot for him to do. So yeah, I thought he picked out some nice passes. Yeah, the midfield played well, and to be able to bring on the likes of Saheed, and who I thought made a great tackle with just a couple of minutes to go down there, was quite an important area. Yeah, we're looking quite strong in quite a lot of areas at the moment, and don't forget we've got 3-4 good players to come back in, really, that are on the treatment table at the moment.
Were we as solid today as the management team would like? Given our performances of this game, like Saturday, we looked very solid, never looked like conceding Saturday. Today, we got the same result, but slightly different.
Yeah, I think there's other factors you've got to consider as well, and don't get me wrong, it's the same for Margate. I mean, but you can say, well, it's 2 games inside 48 hours, which we're used to doing anyway. We train on a Monday night. People have been at work today, and like I know it's the same for them, but they were sloppy at times as well, and that's the nature of non-league football, I suppose. People have had to go and do a day's work, and not everyone's going to be tip top. I mean, people like Gary Mack, all joking aside, he's not the youngest anymore, so he's done well. I mean, last season he wasn't getting through 2 games in 2 days. So yeah, it was sloppy, and we can go in there and hammer them for bits and pieces, but if you're getting wins, then you know the old cliche, if you win them ugly, who cares?
Oh, absolutely, not to detract from the performance.
No, you said it, don't pick on me.
A good performance and a good result. We're on a real rich vein of form at the moment, aren't we? We must go into Saturday's game against Hornchurch near the top of the table full of confidence.
Yeah, exactly. What's that, 1 in 10 now, is it? We've lost, or 1 in 11? I'm not even sure, I've stopped counting, but the manager's just said in there why it's a great result to go in on Saturday, because there's no pressure. I mean, what have you got to fear? Even if you go and lose, that's 2 defeats in 11 when no one's giving you a chance at the start of the season anyway. So let's just go into the game relaxing, and they'll be strong, don't get me wrong. They'll be like Margate. Margate traditionally are big, strong lads, good offset pieces, and they'll be no different. Hornchurch, and they can play when they have to as well, and it's a lovely pitch for them to do so. So we certainly don't fear anybody, but on the flip side, we can't afford to have a big time mentality where we think we've cracked it just because we're 1 defeat in 10.
Like you say, you can't afford that sort of mentality. We are still a number of points off the playoffs, but that's a slightly more realistic aim than perhaps it was 3 or 4 games ago, do you think?
It's amazing how it happens, isn't it? It's like when you're on an unbeaten run, it just happens. You don't plan it, and if somebody said to you, you'll go on let's say 15 game unbeaten run, you think, well, that's going to take ages, but it doesn't, and that's 10 now with 1 defeat, and it just happens so quickly. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you look up the table, what's that put us 5 points off now, is it, the playoffs? But let's not forget that there's more than one direction you can go in a league table, and you get yourself on the back end of a bad result. Not being pessimistic, it's just the nature of the game. You can soon slide back down again. But you just keep doing your business and relying on one or two other results here and there. And like you say, you just don't know. You really don't know.
And are you happy with the squad we've got at the moment? There's been a few new faces the last few weeks. Matt Pass and Ryan Woods has got another goal today. Are you happy with the squad as it is for the running?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy working with the squad. I think they're a great bunch to work with at the moment. I get your point. Is it if we do suffer one or two injuries, or Hux is now going to get a suspension for the Carshalton game, I think it is, in a couple of weeks. Is there enough strength in depth? Yeah, I think so. I think we made that point in the conversation a couple of minutes back. Like, you've got the likes of Saheed on the bench and Sessignon with unbelievable pace, and you've got Tom Hutch with a sore ankle at the moment, and Duffer could be all right by maybe the weekend, certainly the weekend after, and Pagey, if he'd have got an injection today, could have been okay with his tendonitis. So yeah, there's good strength to come back in.
That's probably our key to
yeah,
I reckon. So cheers, nice one.
Cheers, Si.
Thank you tonight.
Thank you. Cheers.